Folks, do you remember this clip? The clip heard around the world. The clip that will be following Angel Reese for the rest of her career. As long as her games don't sell out, as long as her games don't attract a good number of celebrities, as long as her games don't have any type of viewership motion, for lack of better terms, as long as all those three facts remain the same, this clip is going to follow her forever.
Have you ever noticed how the boldest voices often fade when faced with simple, honest questions? It's one thing to make a loud, attention-grabbing statement, but when the spotlight shifts to the truth behind the words, many start to stumble. This exact moment unfolded recently in the world of women's basketball. Angel Reese, the rising WNBA star known as much for her confidence as her skills, made headlines last season when she boldly claimed that people watch women's basketball because of Me Too. It was a declaration that quickly stirred debate, praise, and criticism alike. But it wasn't until a Chicago Sky reporter followed up with a basic yet powerful question, asking her to back up that claim, that the real moment of reckoning arrived. Reese's two-word response went instantly viral, not because it silenced the conversation, but because it reignited it. Social media lit up with contrasting views, some defending her influence on the game, others questioning the ego behind her words. And in that clash, one thing became clear. In the age of bold personalities and viral sound bites, asking for proof remains one of the most powerful tools we have to separate noise from reality. While we'll reveal that awkward moment in just a bit, the real story isn't about a soundbite. It's about the numbers, the influence, and the undeniable spotlight in women's basketball right now. Is Angel Reese truly the one driving viewership and attention, or has she simply been caught in the gravitational pull of Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise? It's easy to throw out bold claims, but when the spotlight turns and the receipts are called for, reality often tells a very different story. Because when you look past the headlines and dig into the hard data, TV ratings, ticket demand, merch, sales, social media trends, one name consistently towers above the rest. Caitlin Clark isn't just showing up to play, she's rewriting the playbook on how women's sports can dominate mainstream attention. And if we're being honest, a lot of the buzz surrounding Reese lately feels less like earned hype and more like borrowed fame. So while the viral moment may have made people chuckle, it also serves as a perfect example of what happens when confidence outpaces contribution. This is more than just friendly rivalry, it's a reality check. In sports, you don't get points for volume, you get them for performance, impact, and consistency. And let's be real, the fans aren't confused. They know who's raising the bar and breaking records. If you're Team Clark and believe talent speaks louder than talk, drop a baby goat in the comments. But if you're still riding with the self-proclaimed star, type baby giraffe. And let's see who really shows it up when the scoreboard matters most. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into receipts, reality, and reputation. Let's go.
It's been so long since I've seen this clip, I forgot how arrogant Angel Reese sounded. I forgot how full of herself Angel Reese sounded. I forgot not only how nasty she sounded, the nasty facial expressions coinciding with her answer. You can see it clear as day. It's written on her face. She's disgusted that she's not getting the credit that she deserves.
Remember when Angel Reese confidently told the world, people watch women's basketball because of Me Too? That bold, headline-grabbing statement from last season felt like a declaration of arrival, a claim to the throne. But fast forward to today, and that very statement just collided headfirst with cold, hard reality, and not in a subtle way. It didn't just age poorly, it exploded in full view of the public eye. The irony? That viral phrase, "reality is coming," which Reese and her fans threw around so proudly, might not have been a warning to others. It was a message to herself, because when the numbers rolled in, the spotlight didn't follow Reese. Instead, it chased Caitlin Clark, game after game, city after city. From packed arenas and sellout crowds, to skyrocketing viewership and merchandise flying off the shelves, Clark's impact has been seismic. Meanwhile, Reese, for all her confidence and charisma, has found herself in the supporting cast, not the starring role. Her on-court performances have been decent, sure, but when compared to Clark's record-breaking stats and game-changing presence, the contrast couldn't be clearer. And when asked recently to back up her past claim in an interview, Reese's response wasn't another powerful quote. It was two awkward words that said more than she likely intended. The moment went viral, not because it reinforced her earlier claim, but because it exposed just how shaky that claim really was. This isn't about tearing one player down, it's about separating hype from reality. Confidence is great, swagger is part of the game, but greatness? That's earned on the court and confirmed in the numbers. And right now, Caitlin Clark isn't just changing women's basketball, she's redefining it. So as reality knocks louder than ever, maybe it's time to rethink who the game is really watching and why. If you're Team Clark, go ahead and drop a baby goat in the comments and let the receipts speak for themselves.
Sorry, young lady. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody would be watching the WNBA additionally for you. This is all about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is bringing the money to the game, the planes to the game, the TV viewership. The WNBA is on fire.
Her response
because of
just two
Caitlin Clark.
uncomfortable words that echoed louder than any full speech could have. Next question. And with that, the room fell into a heavy, stunned silence. The awkwardness was almost tangible, as if every reporter, camera, and viewer collectively raised an eyebrow. No attempt to clarify her previous claim, no data to support her supposed influence, not even a passing mention of her impact on ticket sales or viewership, just a quick deflection that said more than a full explanation ever could. In that brief moment, something became painfully clear. Confidence without substance eventually collapses. For someone who once boldly declared she was the reason people tuned in to watch women's basketball, being unable or unwilling to back it up when the spotlight turned serious felt like a quiet unraveling. And while her fans may still cheer her on, the silence in that press room painted a different picture. One of overhype, not dominance. Because in sports, like in life, it's not just about talking big, it's about showing up big. So whether you're Team Clark, Team Reese, or just Team Honesty, let this be a reminder: true greatness doesn't dodge questions, it answers them with actions.